Hey everybody, this is Carl with TriloByte Studios.
And this is Josh.
And today we are talking about the Jurassic World Evolution 2
Camp Cretaceous.
Thank you. Camp Cretaceous DLC pack trailer thing. It wasn't really a trailer, it was like 30 seconds long, which is kind of
an announcement trailer.
That's kind of lame. I figured they would show a little bit more, but we're going to talk about it anyway. I don't play Jurassic World Evolution because frankly, I don't have the time. But Josh does, and I guess that you're kind of excited for this. Tell me what's up.
Okay, so yes, I've played the first one. That's around the time the first season of Camp Cretaceous dropped. We're now into season 5 of Camp Cretaceous, and we're now just getting these animals in Jurassic World Evolution. I'm excited, but also kind of disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
It just being an animal pack, we're not getting any of the cool, tree top hotels, the jungle river cruise, none of that. Or the a new watchtower, zip lines. We're not getting no gondola.
Oh, I see. So
it's just the animals. It's no attractions.
I see what you're saying.
Buildings.
So it's literally just like an animal pack, and it's not like here's new ways for you to build your park and have the guests interact with it.
Yeah, no, it's just an animal pack.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crappy,
especially for $10.
It's $10.
It's $10.
How much did you pay for the original game?
The original game, I
70,
paid,
right?
I think $70. Yeah,
$70
for the base game with the deluxe pack.
So now we're looking at $80 into this game.
This is actually the second DLC.
Oh,
the first one was the early Cretaceous pack, and now we're at Camp Cretaceous, and it's another $10.
So the first one was $10. And now this one's $10, and then the initial game was $70. So you've put $90 into the game.
Yep.
How can you say that and smile at me? He's smiling at me. Okay. I mean,
this is not Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I guess so. So I guess we should get off the monetary discussion. And we can actually talk about what we see in the trailer. So first you just see a scene, and I actually forgot the name of the ankylosaur that they had with them in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, because I only watched up to the second season, and then my Netflix subscription died, and I was just like, well, I don't feel like paying for this. So we see Bumpy, which is the name of the ankylosaur,
yep.
walking. And then in the next scene, we see Bumpy at like a watering hole.
Yep.
With
Brontosaurus.
Thank you. I keep forgetting the name.
With a hadrosaur. No, iguanodontid from Africa. It's already in the game. This is the skin for the official engine Jurassic World look.
Oh.
Yeah, we already have more of a paleontology accurate animal in game. Now this is just the engine look for it. I like it.
Yeah, it looks fine.
It looks just like kind of reminds me of the original Jurassic Park Operation Genesis look. The dark body with the spotted frill.
Yeah, it does.
It reminds me of the J-Pog look.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Okay.
So that's fun. It's a short trailer. We'll try to hit the 10-minute mark at least in this discussion. Then we see a stegosaurid. What?
This is Kentrosaurus.
I was gonna say, is this Kentrosaurus? Because we see the spikes back here.
This is another named dinosaur from Camp Cretaceous. This is Pierce.
Oh, actually, we see a couple of them.
Yeah, you can see some in the background. This is a Kentrosaurus that was actually cloned by Manticore. This is not an engine dinosaur. This is Manticore's own dinosaur.
I haven't watched any of the later seasons. Like I said, only up through season 2, and then I thought it was like, okay, now they're just coming up with reasons to like keep the kids on the island. Like this canonically makes no sense. But oh right, I kind of forgot. We're clicking through the trailer here as we go, and then we see a new carnivore.
Yes, this is completely new to the game. It's Monolothosaurus, a mid-sized predator from China from the Jurassic period, from season 3, with the other Tyrannosaurus and Scorpius Rex.
Interesting. See, I was gonna talk about the Scorpius because that's all I really know of the later seasons is like they start getting chased by the whatever they let out of the chamber at the very end of season 2. That thingy.
Yeah, monstrosity.
Do we want to like jump into that and start talking about it?
Well, it's pretty much the next animal.
That's basically the next one we see, and that's kind of the end of the trailer. It's like we see the Scorpius Rex.
Actually, you can see 2 dinosaurs in this picture: the Scorpius Rex and the Parasaurolophus in the background.
Yes.
But let's focus on the Scorpius Rex. He's in the foreground.
So,
what is your thought on someone who, didn't really watch season 3, was not a real big fan of hybrids in the main films either? What's your opinion on this animal?
I think it's stupid. Like, I hate to be a pessimist, but I think that introducing another hybrid into the lore of Jurassic World. I mean, we already have a lot of hybrids, right? In the extended lore, especially in like Jurassic World Alive. There's a lot of hybrids already in Jurassic World Alive and in Jurassic World Evolution. But hybrids themselves are just like we already know that all the animals are already hybrids, right? They're not pure dinosaurs because they had to fill in the genetic code even in the first movie. But the idea of like creating like what have they explained in the season what the purpose of creating the Scorpius Rex was, or did Dr. Wu just want to create it?
Okay, so yes, they did. They did explain it.
Because I feel like I can't give a decent opinion on it unless I know.
They did explain it.
The reason.
They did.
Okay.
The Scorpius Rex was the original prototype for the hybrid project. It was number 1. Masrani saw it and said, "This thing looks like crap. Get rid of it."
See,
and then Henry Wu basically just said, put it in cryo freeze because it was extremely dangerous. It had venom.
Yeah, doesn't it have like venom sacs in its tail or something?
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
It's really
how they
dumb.
Well, I like the venom. However, the way they portray it's stupid because the quills literally come off like almost like how porcupine quills when they run away, the quills stay with you.
Yeah.
Well, somehow when that happens, when it hits you with a quill,
can it shoot its quills?
Yes. It's real bad. But the scorpion fish that is supposedly in its DNA has the little barbs where when something tries to bite it, that's how it gets venom.
Yes.
So if they would have went with if it slapped you or something, and that's how you get venomated, or
instead of getting shot,
it would have made more sense.
I think that's really dumb.
Or it could have done like just when it bites something, it injects venom. Many animals do that.
Yeah, that's true. Like
they could have just done that, like a rattlesnake, or
they could have even made it like a
Komodo dragon.
I was gonna say like a Komodo dragon, where it's not necessarily venom, but it's just so nasty in its mouth that it.
Actually, Komodo dragons are venomous.
Are they venomous?
Yes.
When?
They have a large pocket in the bottom of their jaw, so when they bite, it actually releases the venom into the saliva, which is why you don't clot.
Oh.
When they bite you.
Interesting. Also, isn't there like a thing where like the bacteria in their mouth is like so nasty or something?
Nope. Their bacteria in a Komodo dragon's mouth is no more different than the one in your toddler's mouth that's picking his nose.
Interesting.
Or in a dog's mouth, which I question if you ever see a dog, drink out of the toilet.
There's a problem with that because if in the first Jurassic World movie, in Jurassic World, when Maserani sees the Indominus, he confronts Dr. Wu, and there's also a scene where Claire says that Indominus was the first hybrid that they had made. Like, it was their first creation.
This was a prototype.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
What really drives my point home, that this is definitely a retcon, is...
Oh, clearly, it's definitely.
Oh yeah, it's a retcon, but it's a really bad retcon, because in the first movie, when Maserati confronts Dr. Wu about the Indominus, he literally says, "I didn't know you were creating monsters in here." This, when you look at it, is obviously a monster. And if Maserati saw this one, why would he even comment about that in Jurassic? Like, why would he say, "Why are you creating monsters?" when they've already created a monster and he's seen it?
Oh,
it's a shitty retcon.
Better question. Why did he approve of the Indominus Rex after seeing this?
Exactly.
When you see this in Scorpius Rex, I would have said, nope, project's canceled right there.
Yeah, it's just, it makes no sense. I think the design of it, like, itself is pretty cool. I watched a video on it. I don't remember who it was or where I found it, but it was talking about, I know it's not called microcephaly, but it's essentially like a condition that pugs have, where the head, because the head is kind of...
It has that bulldog head.
Yeah, it's got a bulldog head, and it's kind of messed up. Is it brachiocephaly? Yeah, brachiocephaly, where it has trouble breathing because of the shortened nasal passages.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I was watching a video. So like, if it's supposed to be a prototype hybrid, I think it works pretty well, because like, obviously there are some components to this thing where it just looks messy, like the teeth. They're all like jutting out everywhere, and then it's got the brachiocephaly.
Oh, it definitely has that prototype look to it.
Yeah, so I think it looks cool.
No, as a monster, yes, it is everything you could want.
Yes.
But as an animal for a story about engineering another animal,
no.
It throws a lot of red flags in there. Either way, we're getting off topic. Let's move on to the next animal, which is the Parasaurolophus.
Right. So let me find that trailer.
The bioluminescent Parasaurolophus.
Yes. Hold on. We're gonna pull up the trailer here, and I'll probably bring up. God, how do you see your history?
Just go back.
Oh, okay. And I'll pull up the. So. In the trailer for the Parasaurolophus, what are your thoughts on this? Because like we see the bioluminescent Parasaurolophus in Camp Cretaceous.
Now, as you know, Carl.
Yes.
Parasaurolophus is my favorite dinosaur.
Yes.
But
these are groovy Parasaurolophus.
I love them.
Really?
Yeah. Because if you think about it from a park perspective.
Yeah, it's a good attraction.
When you're dealing with an animal, one, as we said, these are genetically modified animals.
Yes.
Already. We have living animals today with the jellyfish genes inserted to make them glow.
Yes. Like glowfish.
You can find fish at pet stores and everything else.
Yeah, that could be a whole... We should do a podcast about glowfish. I hate glowfish.
Okay, well...
I'm gonna hold that thought.
Okay, hold that thought, Carl. Let's finish this. As a thing for the park, why wouldn't you want to do like a nighttime safari and have the animals glow so people can actually freaking see them?
Yeah, no, I think it's cool.
I
like it.
I love them. I love them from a story perspective. I love it from a actual real world perspective.
Yes.
Honestly, I can't wait to have glow-in-the-dark Parasaurolophus running around in my park.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Actually, I won't lie, but like most the only problem is like well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say most animals that are bioluminescent have some ability to control that in nature, but I guess if you're just like throwing it in their genetics,
they only do this at night.
Well, yeah, because you can't see it during the day.
No, it literally turns off at night during the day. If you watch the beginning of the trailer, it shows a Parasaurolophus that looks like the one from 2001 Isla Sorna with the green and the black.
Yeah.
And then when it transitions to night, the lights, the bioluminescent kicks in.
Oh. So it's on like a genetic, like a biological clock.
Something like that. I'm hoping.
I hope so.
Either way, like I said, can't wait to have these guys in 4 months or 4 days time.
Oh yeah.
This comes out on March 8th. I can't wait for this to have them running around in my park. I have loads of ideas that I want to use these guys.
See, I think it's cool too, from even just like because I don't play this game, too rich for my blood, but I think it's cool that they're doing something like this, because I think that's a great idea. Instead of like, wouldn't they have done that like in the, like, you think about the movie lore, they're trying to like attract more people to the park. Instead of making like a genetic monster like they did, why not do something like this, or something where it's like where it's, you can have more interactivity with like the animals, you know, because like, ooh, you go to the park to see a monster. I don't know.
Do you remember the Jurassic World live tour? The one that was kind of like a Walking with Dinosaurs spectacular?
Yeah.
There's actually a Stegosaurus in that thing, in that show.
Yeah.
With bioluminescence. That was actually the first animal in the story of Jurassic World that actually had it.
Oh.
The lore for these animals with the bioluminescence is that Masrani basically wanted, like you said, to basically bring a night life to the park.
Yeah.
Because once you're on Isla Nublar, you're pretty much staying in a hotel.
Yeah, now you have a dinosaur.
So now they're like, okay, well, what can we do for a nighttime, like, spectacular, kind of like Walt Disney does with the fireworks and
to
parades.
Get people out of their hotels and spending money at night.
Yeah, so have a night glow-in-the-dark safari.
Yeah.
It works.
It's not a bad idea.
It makes perfect sense from, like I said, business perspective, a lore perspective, and it gives us in the video game a chance to have a different take on, because the game has a day and night cycle.
Yes.
Now it gives us an opportunity to actually want to use that day and night cycle more with glow in the dark animals.
Yeah, no, I like them. I think they're cool. No, I mean, we can talk about it. Like, I'm gonna bring up the pictures on screen.
I just remembered we forgot a dinosaur.
Did we?
Yes, the Carnotaurus in the Scorpius Rex video.
Oh, and when they're facing off.
Yes,
because we did talk about the Scorpius Rex, but I mean, we can see it better in this trailer. And
he's fighting Toro.
It's so ugly. Look at how nasty it is. Like, oh man, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm just like, ew.
Well, anyway,
Ew.
in the short clip of Scorpius Rex species guide,
yes,
we can see him fighting a Carnotaurus.
Yes.
That Carnotaurus is Toro.
Stupidest Carnotaurus in the history of Carnotaurus. Because, you know, it got its ass kicked by a kid with a spear and
an electric pole,
whatever it was, and a broken ankylosaur. I just that whole like sequence was so funny to me.
You know what's real bad is the second season when Ben challenges the Carnotaurus with a spear and he thinks he's Tarzan.
Yeah, no, that's what I was referencing.
Okay, I thought you were referencing to the when the season finale for season 1, because Darius throws the electric pole.
Oh no,
and kind of blows up the Carnotaurus.
No, I was referencing when, you know, he decided to be Tarzan and go and fight Toro instead of, you know, just running away from the.
I like how they keep referencing, oh, we defeated Toro, but like, you didn't kill it.
No, he's still alive.
Toro's just like walking around the golf course, like, okay.
Do you think the other Carnotaurus make fun of him? Because he lost
you know what I'm thinking?
A kid with a spear.
You know what I'm thinking? Toro might be the Carnotaurus from the Jurassic World Dominion trailer that we see.
How is that even possible?
Well,
no, there's no way that happened.
Okay, let me paint it for you. Toro gets a mark on his muzzle from when he hits the cage in season 1, right? Okay. So now he has a scar.
Yes.
Season finale for 1, he's all charred up. Well, in Fallen Kingdom,
yeah, we see
a black
We see a Carnotaurus, but
with the mark on its nose.
Isn't that the one that gets
with a broken horn?
Isn't that the one that gets like absolutely decimated by the T-Rex for no fucking reason in the middle of a when they're all running from a volcano?
No, that's a different one.
That's a different one.
I'm talking about at the end of the film.
Okay.
In the Lockwood Estate.
Oh.
We see a Carnotaurus with a mark on its nose. It's all black and charred, and it's missing a brow horn. The one on Malta from the trailer in Dominion is missing a horn. In the images that been released showed it all black and in color, and I'm pretty sure it also has a mark on its nose. It could be the same animal.
That's just... Oh man.
Is that a stretching? Yes, but maybe because Toro's now a kind of one of those dinosaurs like Rexy and Blue. It has a name, people kind of like it.
Like Bumpy,
Toro, Blue. They're once a dinosaur gets named, they basically are poster child.
They baby it for a little while.
So I wouldn't put it past Universal to use Toro in the live action movie.
I could see it. I mean,
it's a better option than Bumpy.
It's a hell of a stretch, but it's a stretch. But it's a good one. Yeah, it'd be a way better option than Bumpy. Can you imagine like if in Dominion all of a sudden you just see really Ben like crest the horizon with his spear and his shirt off, and you like Owen and Claire are just like, what the hell? And here comes Ben.
It'd been really bad is if you paid attention, and I don't know if they actually did it or not, but if you noticed, like in the volcano thing, it'd be funny if one of those were actually Bumpy, and we just never noticed it.
When it died. When they all die. Ooh.
Could you imagine? Because we know Bumpy was left in the northern part of the island. Yeah. When they leave. Wait. When the kids finally leave.
Oh, they actually left.
Yes.
Wow. When did that happen?
Season 4.
What's the point of season 5 then?
You have to watch season 4 to find out.
Why don't just tell me? I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, fine.
I told you I don't feel like paying for Netflix.
Do you remember Kenji? How he was always talking about his dad?
Yeah. Is Kenji's dad Dr. Wu?
No, Kenji's dad is actually the CEO of Manticore, which they wind up on Manticore's private island.
So there's another island filled with dinosaurs?
Yes, there's how many now? 3?
3 islands filled with dinosaurs.
And one of them happens to be the 2001 Spinosaurus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Why couldn't they just leave it at...
Season 4 is bad.
Why couldn't they just... Like, honestly, I know that this is a completely different topic, but I know that movie companies like to make everything to a franchise now. But, like, after Lost World, just leave it. Lost World wraps up the Jurassic Park franchise, in my opinion, perfectly. Because, like, the end scene is John Hammond, and they start playing the theme, and he's like, we don't need these creatures, they don't need our presence, they need our absence. And then you get the closing scene with the do-do-do-do, and then here comes the pterosaur flying down, and then the movie's over, and you're like, wow, that was amazing.
Other than the whole San Diego scene, which it could have been better. The scene with John Hammond's news report, which, by the way, apparently was right before he died.
Well, you can tell.
And, well, it's supposed to be, like days before he actually passed away. It wrapped up, what the first one laid down pretty good.
Yes.
Basically, the way I see it, JP3, even though I like the dinosaur design,
JP3 is a fun popcorn flick.
Yeah, JP3 is, like you said, a great popcorn flick. I like the dinosaurs that they chose for the film.
I do too.
Did you know it was originally not supposed to be on Isla Sorna?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on Site C.
Oh, well, it went through like 7 rewrites.
Yeah, I know. But a lot of merchandise actually was released. It says on a new island where Spinosaurus roar and T-Rex on Site C, which from the first Jurassic World Evolution game.
You know what makes so much more sense?
Jeff Goldblum, who came back to do his role as Ian Malcolm,
his role,
said when you get to Isla Muerta, that was Site C.
See, that makes so much more sense too, because like when you watch Lost World, and obviously they filmed it in the Redwoods in California, and then you watch Jurassic Park 3, where it's like a swampy jungle, it's like, is this the same island? And I know they explain that
it's supposed to be microclimates.
Yeah, it's different parts of the island, which it makes sense.
Islands.
But at the same time, it's just like such a jarring like transition.
Well,
but it makes so much more sense if they started out with a script that had them in a different location. So they're like, all right, we need a completely different location to film.
Some people thought it was actually going to be originally on Isla Nublar.
I could see that too.
Because you have Site A, which was San Diego.
Yeah.
Site B, which is Isla Sorna.
Yeah.
So doesn't Jurassic Park on Isla Nublar technically be Site C?
Technically.
But obviously that didn't happen.
Right. And we got way off topic of the trailer, but I just think that they should have just left it dead after the first 3 movies. We didn't need Jurassic World. We didn't.
Actually, the first 2 movies, to be honest.
Yeah, they should have left it dead after the first 2 movies. We didn't need 3. 3 was fun. We didn't need World. World was kind of bad, and then fucking Fallen Kingdom was just
worse.
That was the worst movie in the franchise, in my opinion. Is there anything else we want to talk about pertaining to the trailer?
No, I think every time we try, you just go off topic. So.
I mean, I'll stop.
I'll
stay on
we
topic.
Actually covered everything in the trailers that have been released.
So give me a quick summary. Are you excited? What are you most excited for?
I'm extremely excited for the Camp Cretaceous DLC. Wish it could have been more. With like the attractions and stuff that we see in the show.
Yeah, that seems like almost a foregone conclusion. They should have done something like that,
but for what we're getting, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to the bioluminescent Parasaurolophus.
I guess that pretty much sums it up.
Yep.
Mediocre. Right? Because like they left out like but that sums up the whole franchise at this point, right?
Yeah, kind of. As much as we love the franchise, it's kind of just limping along now.
Yeah, I don't think we need to I don't even think we need to say anything else. I think that's the perfect way to end
Parkour Raptors.
All right, well thank you everybody who made it this far and who didn't mind the side tangent. This has been Carl
and Josh
with TriloByte Studios, and we are signing off.